Britt Baker just told a very, very interesting aspect of her life as a dentist and dealing with crazy wrestling fans showing up at her dentistry. And in this video, we're going to break it down because I think this is actually a very fun video, a very fun topic, if you will, because Britt Baker, she's arguably one of AEW's biggest stars to date. She's top two, top three biggest stars in their women's division. Obviously, currently right now, Toni Storm, she holds the top billing, but I digress. So Britt went to dentistry school, and in addition to wanting to be a pro wrestler, and she has her own dentistry, it's a thriving business, evidently, and she's having a thriving, successful career in wrestling by competing for All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan. But what do you do when you're a very popular female wrestling star who also has a dentistry? Well, you have to deal with these crazy lunatics showing up, right? I'm not saying they all have bad intentions, but if you knew that, Roman Reigns was down the street, or Becky Lynch was down the street, or MJF was down the street, you'd want to probably go and say hi, maybe take a photo, something. Well, what happens when you're a public figure who has a public company? Britt Baker is our perfect example. So while appearing on Ring of the Bell podcast, she was asked, how does she deal with crazy fans showing up at her dentistry? And I thought it was an interesting response. She said this: it's a weird territory with fans coming into the dental office, something you can't prepare for. They don't teach me in dental school how to deal with fans coming into my office. So we've had some weird situations. My staff, they're great with handling it. They really are. But you have to pick and choose those battles. So I actually don't take any new patients. It's my old patients that I know are tried and true dental patients and not crazy fans in disguise, end quote. Yeah, I would say that's your best bet of handling crazy fans like that, because that would be a problem, right? You're just in there trying to do your job, and then like these people don't have issues. I mean, in the future, she's gonna have to get new patients. So like my follow-up question would be, so what's the screening? Are y'all gonna come up with like a screening process to like eliminate some of these lunatics? How would you handle that? That's just me. That's just me, y'all. I would be very interested to hear that question. But or that answer rather to that question. Either way. I just think it's interesting.